All right. So now, when we talk about a web developer, yeah. Okay. So let's start. When we talk about a web developer, we're talking about someone who is building an application via the web. So basically, a web developer could be someone who is working with maybe a company or a startup, um, or someone who is running as a freelance. So now a freelancer, that means the person is actually working from home, so and he can work with different companies from his own location and then get paid his work time. Maybe he has maybe 30 minutes to work or maybe 1 hour to work or something. So typically, so we have to look at it in both ways, either as a freelancer or as a someone working with a company full time. So either shall we can say a web developer has some of these basic schedules. The first is actually starting off his day now, you know thinking of how to solve the problem at hand, because most of what they'll be doing is solving problems, because the real job of a developer is to solve critical problems. So it's also looking at in collaboration with other team members if they are in a group, a project like maybe uh, a e-commerce website for a company, or maybe building maybe an app for a company. So the part of the collaboration means you're asking your teammates that, okay, what can we do to achieve success? How can we be able to, solve this critical problem? So a typical day begins with problem solving, collaboration. Then also, if it's someone who is a freelancer, you can talk about meeting the client, talking to the client, um, talking about what the client wants, trying to understand the real concept of what the client wants. So these are kind of the basic things he's going to do in a day. Interviews, we're going to be having interview with clients. We're going to be talking with his teammates on problem solving. Looking at we're going to also be staying up to date with industry trends, trying to learn more and trying to understand how the work can be better.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you
so I
for
hope
that.
you heard me.
So the second question we have for you is, we would like to know the enjoyable aspects of this career. Like, what part of this career do you enjoy most?
Okay, I didn't get that very well.
Okay, I said we would like to know the enjoyable aspects of this career, like the parts of the career that you enjoy most.
The second question is what?
We would like to know what aspects of the career you enjoy most, sir. Like, what do you like most about being a web
All
developer?
right. Okay, the aspect of the career that I enjoy most. Okay, basically, being honorable because the freedom you have to solve problem. Yeah, are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Hello, Promise.
Hello,
Sir?
sir. We are here, sir.
Hello. I hope you can hear me very clearly.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Hello.
Sir?
All right, good. So now I said the yeah, good, great, great, great. So the part that I enjoy most in this job is the freedom it gives me to be able to use my skills to solve people's problems. So I personally feel that development is something that gives you the ability to be able to solve core people's problems, major challenges people have, because that's what you're doing majorly. You are seeing how you can able to, it brings so much joy to your face and to your heart that you are able to solve the person's critical problem. So that's what brings joy about the job. And also, if you're working, if you're like a freelancer, you're working from home, the freedom it gives you also to be able to work from any location and still be able to deliver at when scheduled or on time. So the freedom it gives you, because it gives you this kind of freedom where you are able to work from anywhere and be able to deliver uh, solutions to people's problems. So that's the joy that comes along with it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So the next question. What would you describe as the most
Challenging.
challenging part of this career?
All right,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, itself is a very challenging one because, like I stated earlier, you are basically solving people's problems. So challenges come when you try to in web development. There's basically we are basically coding, writing codes, and so sometimes you could have some errors trying to debug. That what is debug? Trying to that means you are trying to find the error of the code can be very challenging because you might actually look for it and don't find it. So, and also, trying to align customers' choices with your coding ability too can be a challenging one. So the customer is actually looking at it, maybe he's looking at it one way that, oh, I want this. I want the to be like this. I want to be like this. So he or she does not know that the way he or she is looking at it is not probably the way it's going to be as easy as it when coding it. So ability to be able to satisfy customers and then can be challenging because you are trying to see the best way to be able to do that, even though it may not be very easy. Then also one challenging part also is the fact that staying with a current trend because the job evolves. There's always something new every day. There's always something new every day. So if you don't improve yourself regularly, you'll be out of date and you won't be able to won't be able to do as much as you can. So that's the challenge I can personally see.
Okay, thank you, sir. The fourth question. We know that we will probably begin as entry-level developers, but we would like to know the growth opportunities in this field or the career advancements.
Okay, so for the growth opportunities, the web development level is very vast. Like I told you, like I said earlier, there are so many opportunities because you know there are so many parts to it. So there is the front end, there's the back end, there are emerging technologies that are coming up, of which you can still expand your knowledge into. There is the AI, there is AR, augmented reality, there's virtual reality. So all of these new technologies in emerging technologies, and they are also so the vast and the scope is very wide. So what I tell people to do is really start somewhere, then you can expand as you keep moving along. So you can start somewhere, maybe as an entry level developer, but as you begin to learn more and you begin to find your true passion, because you might start as a web developer and your real passion might now actually be in maybe AI or augmented reality or something. So when you start, then as an entry level developer, the more you get into it, the more you begin to find your core passion and you begin to see what best you feel is the way to solve people's problems. So it's so vast. You keep learning, and then the opportunities are so large and numerous because this is the technology. The skills of the future, the skills of the present, skills of the future. So they can't get out of them, they can't get out of these things. So there are so many parts to it. You start with one, and the more you move, you begin to see so many opportunities in it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So the next
That's
question.
my take.
So we are to embark on a short-term project, which is like a week or less. So Would you be willing to support us or perhaps review our work to give us feedback or facilitate connection to someone for a potential project? Sir,
With the question.
okay, we are to embark on a short-term project which is like a week or less to help us explore this career and test our sustainability. So, would you be willing to support us on this or perhaps review
Hello?
our
Come
work? Sir?
Hello, sir.
Okay, so you can
Sir?
you can repeat the question again.
Okay, so sir, we are to embark on a short-term project which is like a week or less to help us explore this career
I
and
missed you the
further
other time.
test our sustainability. So, would you be willing to support us on this or perhaps review our work and give us feedback or facilitate connections to someone for a potential project?
Okay, so can you hear me very well now?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
All right, I think network was misbehaving. So please ask the question now. I didn't hear it at all before.
Okay, so sir, we are to embark on a short-term project, which is like a week or less, to help us explore this career and check our sustainability. So, would you be willing to support us on this? Perhaps review our projects to give us feedback, or rather, facilitate connection to give someone for a potential project.
Okay, yeah. So if you have a project, why not? I'm willing to support, to receive, to see it and give you feedback. Yeah, very willing. So what project? What do you want to work on?
Like, we are still considering on a project to embark on, and possibly if you have any idea you could give us, just a short-term project.
Okay, yeah. So there are many simple projects you can work on. Basically, you can work on something like a portfolio website, something that does showcases your talent, your skills, and your what you work on. Maybe a simple. Let me see. You can just work on something very simple, like maybe a simple school website, but it's very simple that just shows maybe the students, the classes that you have, and all those kind of things. So you can just work on something very simple. Uh, I think you should start with the portfolio website. Yes, just the front end alone, something very simple.
Okay, sir. Thank you for that, sir. We would also like to hear some advices that you have for someone that is considering building a career in web development.
Okay, so for me, building a career in web development, the first thing you have to, the first thing you need to have is a passion for solving people's problems. I think that's the underlying factor. Without the passion, I think you don't have any business in the web space or as a developer at all. The second is to have a passion for continuous learning. Why? Because the web development space is or development space generally is something that constantly evolves. You need to keep learning and updating yourself. And one of the best ways to do that is to stay in a community of learners. So there are many online communities to stay. You know, community that maybe of developers, just find your niche places that talk about the same thing like you do. So there are online ones. These ones are maybe GitHub, maybe Stack Overflow, um, and I believe there are other ones in Nigeria. So there are some Facebook communities that are for developers, and there are some WhatsApp communities that are for developers. So, and just, and also starting with your friends, look for friends that are developers also, so that you can rub minds together, share, updates about what you're doing and how you can inspire yourself. So, then you have to stay curious, keep learning, then be patient. It's not easy. The job is very difficult. Not as easy as that, but you have to, especially if you are trying to solve a problem and it's not something that you are getting the solution immediately. It's very easy to give up. So, but you have to be very patient. Where you need help, ask for help. And don't pursue the money at the beginning because the money is a reward of consistent effort over a long period of time. So then stay humble, learn from people who have gone ahead of you. Then I think those are kind of the basic things. And if you have the opportunity to see, if you see any project that anybody did, try to recreate it. Try to recreate. Just put your hand, keep learning, and keep practicing. With that, you should be able to go very far.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. We're very grateful.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We have
All
always
right. Thank
admired
you. Thank
professionals
you.
in
Thank
this
you.
field, and it will be such an honor to hear back from you again. Thank you again, sir.
All right. No problem. Thank you.